Well, we are joined by Dr. Abdel Fattah Ismail Tahir. He is the Deputy Chair of Policies and Strategies for the Union of Peace and Development Party. He's also a member of the Federal Parliament of Somalia. Thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Tahir. The car bomb exploded, killing at least 18 people, as we've been saying, near to a hotel and restaurants in Mogadishu. Why is this area targeted by Islamist militants?
The area is primarily targeted by terrorists because of the fact that it is a business hub. In addition to that, it is also frequented by officials from the government. Is the road that leads to the presidency. So basically, it has a significant economic and security strategy. It's located basically in an important part of the city.
And Dr. Tahir, with the withdrawal of several troops from AMISOM, how is the government of Somalia going to deal with the militant threat there?
I don't think whether the government is doing or coping well with the security threats posed by terrorists like Al-Shabaab, primarily because of the fact that the government doesn't have clear-cut policies about the security problems in the country. They don't also have a strategy, a well-regulated and well-established strategy to improve the security in the city. So the government basically is not well equipped to advance the state of security in the country at large, and in particular the city, the capital city.
Why is Al-Shabaab so opposed to Somalia's government, and what can be done to remedy the situation there?
Al-Shabaab is basically opposed to the government on ideological basis. They believe that strict Sharia, Islamic Sharia, should be, a particular interpretation of the Islamic Sharia should be imposed on the Somalis. And there is also, we can divide, there are maybe three elements to the argument in Al-Shabaab. One of them is basically interested in political accommodation, and I believe if the government comes up with a strategy to speak to this kind of people, maybe they will no longer be with Al-Shabaab. And there is another group which ideologically believes that if the strict version of Sharia is not imposed on Somalia, then they should keep on fighting with the government. And there is a third one, which is third component, which is composed of people who fear for themselves and who are aligned with Al-Shabaab and who volunteer or do whatever Al-Shabaab wants because of the coercion on the part of Al-Shabaab. So I think the only way to remedy these security problems posed by Al-Shabaab is to kind of consider these separate elements within them. So if there is a group to talk to, and I believe there are people willing to talk to the government to end the conflict, and there are people who don't want. And there should be no reason why we shouldn't be talking to Al-Shabaab if Taliban, if the government of Afghanistan, together with the Western packers, with the Americans' help, are talking to Taliban. There should be no reason why we should not be talking to Al-Shabaab, as long as there are people willing to talk to us.
Okay, thank you very much for your analysis. That was Dr. Abdel Fattah Ismail Tahir there on the latest car bombing in Mogadishu.